After the release of Insomniac Spider-Man 2 game last week, a number of fans have found themselves outraged over the depiction of one of Spider-Man's most popular characters, Black Cat. When the first Insomniac Spider-Man game came out in 2018, Black Cat was instantly one of the fan favorite characters. Her instant success could have been due in part to her good looks, her popularity in the comics, her chemistry with Peter, or just the fun nature of her side missions.
Oh, hey Spider.
But although Black Cat was beloved in the first game, a number of fans have found themselves upset at how she was depicted in the second game. Warning, this is going to be a small spoiler for Insomniac Spider-Man 2. I'm not delving into everything about the game, but just this one little scene. While playing through Spider-Man 2, you'll be sent on a mission as Miles Morales where you have to stop the Black Cat from stealing something. It's basically this object that has sort of like teleportation abilities. It's not really important. The object isn't important. After a short chase, Miles finally catches up to Black Cat and they end up having a conversation. During this mission, Black Cat admits that she's not stealing this object for herself. Someone she loves is in danger, and the only way to save her is to have this object. Black Cat tries to empathize with Miles, saying, "Wouldn't you do something like this for someone you love?" It's an interesting scene that really causes Miles to have to think. But this is a scene that caused outrage within a certain group of Spider-Man fans. Cause this mysterious person Black Cat loves is actually her girlfriend. A number of fans of the 2018 game were upset by this. They were like, why is Black Cat bisexual? She dated Peter and now she's dating this girl. What? Many of those outraged believed that Insomniac was changing Black Cat for some reason. They believed Insomniac was making Black Cat bisexual to either make it more interesting or something to do with something woke. But I'm a firm believer that Insomniac truly understands Spider-Man and loves the character. The people who work on the Insomniac games, they're fans of Spider-Man and they want to make something true to the Spider-Man mythos. So after rereading a number of comics, I wanted to kind of put up a defense for Insomniac. Their Spider-Man 2 game does the character of Black Cat justice. Why is that? Well, throughout Marvel Comics, Black Cat has been depicted as bisexual a number of times. In 2021, Marvel released Marvel Voices, which is basically a comic that was supposed to emphasize inclusivity that exists within their Marvel comic world. Black Cat was featured as a prominent bisexual character in the Marvel Comics universe. But even before that, in 2020 and in 2019, Black Cat had multiple ongoing solo series. In the Black Cat ongoing series from 2020, Black Cat is basically trapped inside her own mind and there's this magic manifestation of her consciousness which presents itself in the form of one of her friends and it shows her all these things about herself. One of the things presented to her is her on a throne with all her lovers surrounding her. But prominently featured around her is not only Spider-Man but a number of her male and female lovers. Still, that's only 2020. In 2019, Black Cat is seen hanging out with and going on dates with her girlfriend, Tamara Blake. So, all the way back to 2019, Black Cat has been depicted in the comics as bisexual, and we've seen her with both girlfriends and boyfriends throughout that time. But you might be saying, hey, 2019 was only 4 years ago. Maybe they just recently changed her character to make her bisexual for the same reasons that we blamed Insomniac for. Well, that's actually not the case. We have examples that go back all the way to 2002. I didn't want to start with this one because it's a little weird, but there's this comic, Spider-Man and Black Cat, The Evil That Men Do. Black Cat had been out of Peter Parker's life for a while in the comics. I mean, at the time he was married to Mary Jane. This is 2002, before the whole marriage was dissolved. So we as the reader are catching back up with Black Cat, and she's at home, and where better for the author to put her than in the shower? So she's in the shower and she's getting cleaned up and thinking about things and the shower head's moving places, and then she states, "It's been too long since I had a boyfriend, or a girlfriend for that matter. Far too long." This example is from 2002, which is 21 years ago, showing that Black Cat has actually been depicted as bisexual for over 21 years. But I guess it could be said that, hey, Black Cat was depicted as bisexual in 2002 and then nobody did anything with it. Well, around the same time, a comic called Spider-Girl was coming out. Spider-Girl originally was going to be the future for Peter Parker, where he had a daughter and they were living in the future of the main 616 universe. Well, eventually it gets transitioned where this is an alternate future, so it's an alternate universe, yada yada yada, you know how it is. In issue 47 of the main Spider-Girl comic, we actually get a glimpse into the life of Felicia Hardy. She has a daughter now and her daughter's hanging out with Peter and MJ's daughter. So Mary Jane invites Felicia over for lunch and Felicia ends up bringing her lover and girlfriend, Diana. Although this one example isn't main continuity, it's supposed to take place in a world that's the same as the main 616 universe, just in the future. There have also been a couple little examples that may or may not be hinting at Black Cat's bisexuality throughout the years, such as the time that Black Cat and Mary Jane both teamed up as Black Cats, and Black Cat complimented Mary Jane's dump truck ass. So yeah, Black Cat has been depicted as bisexual for over 21 years, and it could be even longer. There might have been comics I missed. So for anyone who's upset at Insomniac for depicting Black Cat as bisexual in the Spider-Man 2 game, you shouldn't be. This isn't a character Insomniac decided to change on a whim. Insomniac loves Spider-Man, and they try their best to make their characters honor their comic counterparts while also making a unique universe. If you want to be upset about something, be upset that they put the Cuban flag in Miles' room instead of the Puerto Rican one. But hey, everyone makes mistakes, and they already said that they're gonna fix that. I hope you learned something from today's video, but if you didn't, maybe it just further piqued your interest in comic books. Thanks for watching!